AI Business Brief for April 16, 2026. Adobe launched its Firefly AI assistant that orchestrates work across Creative Cloud apps using conversational prompts. Google released Gemini 3, one Flash TTS with prompt-directed voice control, and shipped a Mac app with Option Plus Space Quick Access. OpenAI opened GPT-5 for cyber to security firms with $10 M in a PI grants. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. AI Business Brief, 2026-04-16. Next section, Lead Story. Adobe's Firefly AI assistant is now in public beta, and it represents a fundamental shift in how creative work happens. Instead of manually navigating Photoshop, Premiere, Illustrator, and other Creative Cloud apps, you describe what you want in plain English, and the assistant handles the multi-step workflows across multiple apps. This is Adobe's answer to the "I don't have time to learn 17 different tools" problem that small businesses face. You can tell the assistant, retouch this image and resize it for social media, and it will execute the work, present options, and surface relevant sliders for fine-tuning. The assistant learns your preferences over time, which means it gets better at matching your brand style and workflow habits. Adobe is also building creative skills that let you save specific presets the assistant can execute consistently. For small businesses, this lowers the creative barrier significantly. You won't need a full-time designer or expensive agency retainers to produce professional social media assets, product photos, or video content. The catch is that you still need a Creative Cloud subscription, and Adobe hasn't announced whether the AI assistant will cost extra on top of Firefly's existing credit-based pricing. If you already use Creative Cloud, sign up for the beta. If you've avoided Adobe because the learning curve felt too steep, this might change that calculus. Adobe announces Firefly AI Assistant The Verge coverage. Next section, Tools and Launches. Google Gemini 3. One Flash TTS. Google released a new text-to-speech model you can prompt to control voice characteristics. Instead of selecting from preset voices, you write a detailed prompt describing the speaker's accent, energy level, pacing, and context. The example prompts are absurdly detailed, multiple paragraphs describing a London radio DJ's studio environment and vocal style. But it works. You can specify regional accents with precision, Brixton vs Newcastle vs Exeter. Free to try via the Gemini API using the Model ID Gemini 3. One Flash TTS preview. If you're producing podcast content, voiceovers, or training materials, this gives you far more control than standard TTS tools. Simon Willison's demo. Google Gemini Mac app. Google shipped a Mac desktop app for Gemini with Option Plus Space Quick Access, similar to Apple's Spotlight. You can share your current window with Gemini to get context-aware help without switching apps. It's free and supports file uploads, image generation, and Google Drive integration. If you're already in the Google ecosystem and want quick AI access during work, this is faster than opening a browser tab. It doesn't perform tasks on your behalf like Claude or ChatGPT desktop apps do, so it's more of an assistant than an agent. The Verge coverage. Emergent Wingman, messaging-first AI agent. Indian startup Emergent launched Wingman, an AI agent that operates through WhatsApp, Telegram, and iMessage. It handles routine tasks across connected tools, email, calendar, workplace apps, and asks for approval on consequential actions. The company has 8 million users on its vibe coding platform and is now moving into autonomous execution. Limited free trial available, then paid. If your team already lives in WhatsApp or Telegram, this could be simpler than adopting a new interface. Watch for reliability issues with ambiguous tasks, which the CEO admits is still a weak point. TechCrunch coverage. Next section, Business Playbook. HubSpot plus TikTok integration. HubSpot's Marketing Hub now integrates TikTok ads and organic content management directly into the CRM. Customer Relationship Management. You can sync CRM contact segments to TikTok for targeted ads, build lookalike audiences from customer data, and track TikTok pixel interactions back to specific contacts. This means you can automate follow-ups based on how prospects engage with your TikTok content. Schedule posts, generate captions with AI, manage comments, all from HubSpot. If you're already using HubSpot and have been treating TikTok as a separate silo, this integration closes the loop between social engagement and sales pipeline. The learning curve is real, but the payoff is better targeting and automated nurture sequences. Small business trends coverage. HiTouch hits $100 M ARR with AI-powered marketing content. HiTouch added $70 M in ARR in 20 months by solving a specific problem. Marketers wanted to create personalized ad content without waiting on designers, but generic AI tools produced off-brand garbage. HiTouch connects to your Figma files, photo libraries, and CMS to learn your brand identity, then uses AI agents to generate ads using your actual assets. Domino's never generates a fake pizza. They use real product photos in AI-composed layouts. Customers include Spotify, PetSmart, and Chime. If you're running paid campaigns and burning designer time on hundreds of ad variants, this is the workflow to study. The lesson here is that generic foundation models don't know your brand, but AI that learns from your existing assets does. TechCrunch coverage. Next section, pricing and access watch. OpenAI GPT-5. For Cyber plus $10 M API grants, OpenAI launched Trusted Access for Cyber, giving security firms and enterprises access to GPT-5. For Cyber with $10 M in API grants. This is a specialized model for cyber defense work. If you're in security, this is worth applying for. If you're a small business, this signals that domain-specific AI models, not just general chatbots, are becoming the norm. OpenAI blog. Anthropic brief outage, now resolved. Claude Chatbot, API, and Claude Code experienced elevated error rates on April 15, with roughly 6,000 user reports at peak. All systems operational as of 1 to 50 p.m. ET. If you're building business workflows on Claude's API, make sure you have retry logic and fallback plans. Even the best services go down. CNBC coverage. Next section, industry moves. Gitter emerges from stealth, $9 M. For AI code validation, Gitter raised $9 M, Venrock, Sierra Ventures, to use AI agents for code quality operations. Code reviews, CI workflow management, security checks. The pitch is that AI-generated code creates code overload that needs AI validation before shipping. Founded by Intel/Google/Uber veteran Alireza Adel-Tabatabai. For small businesses, this is less relevant unless you're building software, but it shows the industry is self-correcting for AI-generated quality issues. TechCrunch coverage. Peter Thiel backs objection, an AI-powered journalism fact-checker objection launched with funding from Peter Thiel and Balaji Srinivasan. For $2,000, anyone can challenge a news story and trigger a public investigation into its claims using AI. The platform assigns honor index scores to reporters based on evidence quality, but penalizes stories that rely on anonymous whistleblower sources. Media liars warn this could chill investigative reporting by forcing journalists to either expose confidential sources or accept lower credibility scores. If you're a small business dealing with press coverage, this is a tool that could cut both ways. Defend yourself against unfair coverage or face challenges from subjects who don't like your story. Proceed with caution. TechCrunch coverage. Next section, quick wins. Zapier vs Make. Watch your credit burn rate if you're comparing automation platforms. Understand that Make charges credits for every step, triggers, filters, routers, even on empty polling runs. Zapier only charges for completed work actions. For high-frequency workflows, that difference compounds fast. Make's entry price looks cheaper until you start building. Zapier tables and forms don't count toward task usage, which is useful for data-heavy workflows. If you're building automations and hitting usage limits faster than expected, audit where credits are going before upgrading your plan. Zapier Comparison Guide. Free software stack for small businesses. Wave Accounting, Engage Bay CRM Plus Marketing, free up to 250 contacts, Trello Project Management, Slack Team Chat, and Canva Design are all free or have generous free tiers. If you're bootstrapping and not ready to pay for software, this stack covers core operations without subscription fees. Wave in particular offers unlimited invoicing and bank integration at zero cost. Small Business Trends Roundup. Next section, Outlook. Adobe's move into conversational AI editing is the clearest signal yet that the learn our complex interface era is ending. The pattern is spreading. Describe what you want, let the tool orchestrate execution. Google's prompt-controlled TTS and HubSpot's TikTok integration both follow the same trajectory. For small businesses, this means the skill barrier for creative work and marketing automation is dropping fast. The challenge shifts from, can I learn this tool, to do I know what I want to create? Training budgets should shift from software tutorials to strategy and creative direction. Watch for more tools to follow Adobe's lead this quarter. That concludes today's AI Business Brief. From Carolina Clear Tech, stay smart, stay ahead.